first. Good morning, good morning. I'm about to tell a quick story before I begin the topic because I want a few of y'all to come into the chat. So, for those of y'all that came in first, y'all gonna get to hear a funny story about how I met Mr. Weapon Wheel Podcast, how I actually found BG's channel. Believe it or not, right? No, I'm not gonna turn on the music today. Cause I only probably got like 20 minutes I could share with y'all real quick. Maybe 30 minutes, maybe 40, maybe an hour. But I think the signal's gonna mess up when I get to a certain point, so I'm gonna turn it off. Or I'm gonna pull over. Cause I don't wanna, I don't wanna do the streaming. Y'all get that choppy stream. Anyway, let's get into the story real quick for those of y'all that came into the chat first. All right. For those of y'all that know, I used to have another channel linked to this channel. It was another YouTube channel. And that channel was me using pretty much a camera to record stuff. I would do interviews, videos, things like that, right? No need to plug it, get into details about what it was. But for those of y'all that know, y'all know I had another channel linked to this one, right? Okay, I had upgraded my camera equipment, right? And, I wasn't that savvy with YouTube at the time. The reason I was on YouTube at the time is because people kept asking me to upload my videos. So it was easier to upload videos to YouTube rather than send people DVDs, because at the time, when I came to YouTube, there was no HD, believe it or not. So everything looked a lot crappier that was uploaded to YouTube versus you actually giving somebody a flash drive or a DVD, all right? So at the time, I didn't prefer YouTube as my media outlet because everything looked sub SD. So the highest you could go was 480p at the time, all right? And I'm talking about 2008, 2009. Right when they went HD, right before they went HD. It was around that time. So anyway, I had sold some of my old equipment because it was just sitting around. I figured, if somebody was on YouTube or they was starting out like me, they could use this equipment. So I sold my old tablet and like my old computer. I sold like a bunch of shit. And it's funny because when I was setting up my new equipment, right, I actually went and turned on this and turned on that. And when I did it, I noticed that I had like replies to some YouTube comments. So I said, okay, let me go check the YouTube comments. When I went to go check the YouTube comments, it was people replying to comments that I never made. So I said, why the fuck are people replying to me on videos that I never watched? So I went and looked, and lo and behold, my YouTube channel, whoever brought my equipment, was trolling my account and making like mean comments on people's channels. And BG, Weapon Wheel, he probably don't even know this, believe it or not, was one of the channels. And that's how I found Weapon Wheel Podcast, BG's YouTube channel. Because somebody went on his channel and was arguing with him. I don't know if he was, I think he did actually was replying to my account, but somebody was like starting with him on my channel, trolling him because they had brought my tablet and my laptop and stuff. And I forgot, well, not that I forgot, I didn't know that when you sell like your tablet and all of that, you gotta like erase all that shit off, or somebody could just turn on your tablet and log into your YouTube account and just like do whatever under your account. They had my Netflix, they had my fucking YouTube, they had like a lot of my stuff. So I had to figure out how to go into my account and disable all of those devices. So that's a funny troll story about how I actually found BG's channel. And he probably don't even know that I never told that story, but I figured this was a good time to let those of y'all that's coming into the chat know that that is actually how I found BG's channel. So trolls actually are how I found Broken Games HD at the time, now Mr. Weapon Wheel Podcast YouTube channel, how I first met him. So it was actually through trolls. So that was a quick little story I figured I'd share with y'all. For those of y'all that came into the chat early, it looked like too many of y'all ain't gonna come into this today because yesterday was a Weapon Wheel topic, so I got more views. Of course, today is a regular gaming topic, and yeah, no views. But what a surprise, right, YouTube? But anyway, I digress. So let's get into the PUBG discussion real quick, because those of y'all who will watch this back will actually see this too, and those of y'all that's here could discuss it with me. All right. Now, this is not going to be me bashing Xbox, because a lot of people tend to think, here we go, see? Yeah, I know it's 7 a.m., man. Now, this is not going to be me bashing Xbox, but it's something I wanted to discuss with people to see what you guys' take on this is. Because it's something that dawned on me about the PUBG experience for the Xbox One X. All right, I understand that the Xbox One X is going to be held back by the Xbox One because of the parity, because they're the same console. But if I am not mistaken, did Microsoft not market the Xbox One X as a step up from an Xbox because they weren't going to do generations anymore? So, with that being said, didn't they market the Xbox One X as a console separate from the Xbox One originally? And if that is the case, why did they lock the frame rate on PUBG? Because apparently, from what I'm understanding, the frame rate is locked at 30, officially locked, which is disappointing, by the way. And the game was able to run up to 40 frames on an original Xbox One. And due to that, now, this is not Microsoft's fault, by the way, but due to that, they're saying that the Xbox One, he says Xbox. So I love when Smooth come in the chat and make my point. I'm glad you said that, Smooth. Give me a second, because you just made my point. If that is correct, that it hit 40 frames on a regular Xbox One, now I understand that they would have to lock the frame rate to give it stability, because that's the reason that they would lock the frame rate, but they didn't have to lock the frame rate for the Xbox One X version, which they can actually do. It's not that complicated as they make it sound. However, if the Xbox One X is in the same family as the Xbox One X, but it's being marketed as a step up and not the same console, because remember, they marketed it as no more generations. That was the way they were going to get away with this whole making games run better on the Xbox One versus the Xbox One X. That was the way that they claimed. Now, Bond did a video last night. He made a good point in the video. When it comes to PC, games run depending on your hardware. Now, if I play somebody in Star Wars Battlefront 2 on my PC with a 1080 Ti, and BG has, let's just say for the sake of argument, a 1070, right? I'm gonna get more frame rates than he's gonna get. I'm gonna get more FPS than him, right? If I'm gonna get, hold on one second, guys. If I'm gonna get more FPS than him, right? I'm about to pull over, hold on. If I'm gonna get more FPS than him, right? How is that not an advantage on PC for PC players? You get what I'm saying? So to me, this kind of argument that they're making about parity for the Xbox One and the Xbox One X is a little bit bogus, because when you think about the situation in full detail, it doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any kind of sense. All right, I'm gonna pull over right here, and it says my connection. Yep, my connection just pulled up, so I'm gonna stop right here. This is the same spot as yesterday. So I'm gonna pull over here for a few minutes to finish this discussion. Hold on. Let me see if I can fix this thing. That's why I gotta do this like this. Hold on. Yeah. All right. They ain't giving me a hard time. Hold on. He said it's 7 in the morning. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, Smooth. I don't know how you got kids. When my kids was small like your kids is, I couldn't even do YouTube. I don't even know how you get the time, my dude. I don't know how you do it, but I know I don't got the time now, but I definitely didn't have the time then. Damn, it's hot as hell in this car. Hold on, guys, 1 second. Played Gears last night on PC, 1440p 60. 1440p 60 on my 1080 Ti for the best result. My X 4K 60. My kids wear themselves out. I hear you. Wait, hold on. I don't understand. You said play Gears 4 last night on PC, 1440p. Hold on. 1440p 60. Let me read that. 60 on my 980 Ti for the best results. My X 4K 60. Yeah, X is not 4K 60 though, but I hear you. All right, so anyway, I'm glad you said that, because like I said, I'm gonna make a point right here, and since you're here, maybe you can explain this. The Xbox One X, clearly they said in the article that that Bomb posted in his video that the PUBG Xbox One X version was running at 60 frames, but they locked it at 30 because the Xbox One X version could only hit 40 frames. That was what I was reading in the article he posted. Now, the developers decided to lock the entire game at 30, but like I was saying before, didn't they market the Xbox One X as a step up from the Xbox One? And didn't they market it as no longer generations because of that? That's a lie, what Bond posted on his video? Because like I said, I'm going by what I saw in Bond's video. I'm not going by anything else. So is that a lie what he posted in his video? I said the Xbox One S version was hitting 40, Smooth. They said the Xbox One version was hitting 40, but the Xbox One X version did 60. And they decided to cap them both at 30 because of the Xbox One version only being able to hit 40. That's what I just said for Smooth. So what I'm saying is, didn't they market the Xbox One X as a step up from the Xbox One? Did they not market it as that? Because if that's the case, they misleaded us with the marketing for the Xbox One X, because actually they marketed it as a step up. Now, I understand they want parity with the Xbox One because they don't want to, quote unquote, leave nobody behind. But at some point, that makes no sense because even PC does that. If I play Gears right now on my 1080 Ti, I can go 4K 60. Whereas I can play somebody on Xbox who's only doing 1080p 60. Or doing 1080p, but they're dipping frames and mine's is stable. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not understanding what is this whole thing where they have to do that. They don't have to do that. It makes no sense. In gaming, there's a lot of advantages that you get from crossplay, for one, because Xbox has Killer Instinct on Windows 10 and they have it on Xbox. Now, that's not as demanding as, let's say, Gears, but the fact that they have crossplay and you can play on PC with those advantages over the console still makes no sense to me. Even though I know you're going to say the multiplayer is usually locked at 1080-60. That's usually what they target. So the fact that PUBG is locked on the Xbox One X makes me wonder, why did they market the Xbox One X as a step up from an Xbox One if it's going to be doing the same thing as an Xbox One? That makes no sense. That means they mismarketed that. That's a lie, actually, Smooth, that they told us. That means that we really did probably buy this Xbox One X just for better resolution, and that's it. I'm hoping it's not locked, Smooth, but they claim it's locked. Now, you know, if it's not locked, Digital Foundry is going to be the first person to tear them apart about this. And this is what I'm talking about. I'm like, why did they lock it? They should have just not said anything, in my personal opinion, about it. But I'm just telling you from what I'm seeing that they are claiming that they locked it intentionally. Now, the problem with developers is the reason that they lock the frame rate is because if they don't, sometimes the frame rate dips too much. That's why they lock it. They don't lock it because it can spike up. They lock it because they don't want it to spike down. So the reason that they may have locked PUBG on Xbox One X is because the frame rate might be too erratic. Like when you do things, when there's a lot of action, sometimes games that don't have a locked frame rate, they tend to dip way under 30. And that's the reason they lock it at 30, because they like to use that whole VSync technology where they try to lock it to stay at a targeted frame rate. If they don't target a frame rate and lock it at that frame rate, then it'll dip a lot more sporadically from time to time. And that's the reason some developers do that. Not all, but some of them, that's the reason they do it. He said we know damn well it ain't locked. I'm telling y'all now, they said it is, and I don't think they're going to lie and say it's locked, because it's easier to lock it and not have to worry about it than to have people bashing them for allowing people to have higher frame rates. I didn't say they marketed the console as a 60 FPS console. That's not what I said. They marketed the console as a 4K console, yes. They marketed the Xbox One S as a 4K console too, so that's not what I'm talking about. They marketed the Xbox One X as a step up from an Xbox One. And so far, the only step up we're seeing is the resolution. So is it a resolution console or a step up? Because that's all I'm seeing. He said, let's see what, oh, after the preview, no, they're saying that they're going to get the game to run at 60 frames down the line. They already said that, but the reason that it seems like they're saying that, and I hate to say this because it's obvious what they're saying, and this is just me speculating before anybody tries to say that I'm quoting something or anything. This is my speculation. What they're saying is pretty much, okay, The Xbox One at some point is just going to have to take the loss on resolution to hit 60. What they're saying is they're probably going to try and use that dynamic resolution for the original Xbox users. And for the Xbox One users, they can just unlock the frame rate, which is what they're going to do. That's clearly what they're going to do, because they said they already got the game running at 60. They already said that. But they're going to unlock the 60 when they figure out how to get the resolution to be stable at 60. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Because there's no reason to take the 60 and then bring it back to 30. Because let's be honest, one thing about shooters, we all want shooters in 60 frames. You know, Destiny took a big-ass hit on console for being 30 frames. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one of the main reasons now people complain about Destiny. That's one of the main reasons. Destiny 2 is getting like a lot of flack from like shooter what's the word I want to use? Shooter enthusiasts, because it's 30 frames on console and 60 on PC. Jimmy, you can't blame Microsoft for lying. No, I already said that, Smooth. Jimmy, you can't blame Microsoft for lying. The dev only upgraded res. No, I agree with you on that, Smooth. Believe it or not, I actually don't blame Microsoft, because I know that the developer decided to do this. I don't blame Microsoft. I know this had nothing to do with them, because they probably wanted the 60 frames on the Xbox One X. Why not? It would be a great W. Just like Fortnite. They got Fortnite to run at epic settings on the Xbox One X, in case anybody didn't know that. But they said that the performance took a hit, and I think that's why the developers decided to go with the whole 30 FPS thing, so that the performance won't take a hit. Because a lot of people that are all in the PUBG source on Xbox, believe it or not, they didn't play it on PC. I'm one of them. I actually saw how it performed on PC, and don't get me wrong, the game looks good, and performance-wise, it wasn't that great, but honestly, Fortnite is garbage. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't tried Fortnite. I'm gonna try it this week, though. I got a lot of games I got to try this week. But like I was saying, performance-wise, PUBG never performed well on PC at high resolutions anyway. And for some reason, I feel like the game being able to run at high resolutions at 60 frames on Xbox, somebody should be giving the Xbox props for that. But of course, a lot of the PC dudes is not going to do that, so they're just looking past it. And I'll be honest with you, I noticed that. I'm like, damn, the PC dudes is not giving Xbox One X no props, because based off the reports, that shit's running better on Xbox than it low-key might be running on PC. But that's all speculation, because they didn't show anybody yet. But a lot of PC dudes know what they're hearing equates to this game running better than it is on PCs, on high-end PCs rather. Because I know that PUBG has been kicking a lot of dudes' asses with high-end graphics cards. He says epic settings is not just the resolution. Dude, I went to graphics school. Can you stop leaving? You starting to irritate me, bro. I'm trying to chill out, but stop talking to me like I don't know what I'm talking about. I know epic settings are not resolution. Can you calm down? Can you relax? Relax. Relax in the comments with the stupid comments, please. Because you keep trying to get at me, and I'm ignoring you, but you're irritating me with those stupid comments. You said chill, Mr. 4K. I thought that was you, son. I thought that was you. I'm looking at the picture like, yo, this dude look familiar from Facebook. But anyway, to me, PUBG is looking like it's not, I don't know, man. I feel like they marketed the console they need to go ahead and give us that 60, man. They need to stop worrying about parity and just go ahead and do that, man. Did I see Smooth? Honestly, they're asking me, did I see Kid Smooth's podcast? I'll be honest with you. I didn't watch it because I didn't have time to. Now, I have seen a lot of clips. I know Smooth low-key went viral over that stream. I know that. I know there's like a lot of clips of people making fun of him. I had to stop watching him when I heard him complimenting Jack Move and how he would look as a female and how attractive he would be as a woman. That conversation went very left. And I said, yo, I don't want to be held accountable for knowing anything when people ask me what's up with that man Smooth. So I had to stop watching those videos because I don't want to be a witness to any kind of trials that may occur on the podcast or any kind of questioning. I don't want to be like, yeah, I seen Smooth acting sus. I don't want to confirm or deny those allegations. So I had to stop watching because there was some weird shit going on with Smooth. Smooth was like, in my opinion, when he got drunk, he reminded me of like one of my white friends. So I don't know. Or no offense, Smooth was acting like a white girl. When he got drunk, he was white girl wasted, like literally. But it's all good. You gotta have fun, man. You know, it's all good. It's the holiday season, man, having fun. Like I said, you know, when your kids is little and you get a little time to yourself, you kind of, shit like that happens. I don't know about that whole stuff about talking about men looking attractive as women and all that, but I'm talking about like getting caught slipping with the drink. It happens when you got kids, man. That's what happens, man. So he's entitled to his, you know, his moments, man. You have too many moments like that. I don't know if it's gonna be no saving them though. So y'all might, you know, you might want to chill out with the alcohol and turn it on that camera. You know, one or the other, not both. Last time I got drunk on camera, me and him had like our little back and forth. So it really ain't good to get drunk and turn on the camera. I learned that the hard way too. So you know, it is what it is. But yeah, man, so that's just a quick little video I wanted to make talking about the PUBG situation, because I just was curious, because I'm wondering, why did they market the Xbox One X as a step up from the Xbox One when all you're going to get is a resolution bump? You should be able to get better performance and frame rates. Now, I'm going to be honest, a lot of people are dumping their Xbox One X's, and people were asking me, who you talking about? Well, for one, I know Solid Rev dumped his. I know that Hard 8 dumped his. I know that Melon Daddy dumped his. I know that there's a ton of people on Twitter who dumped theirs. I know that if you go on YouTube and type in "got rid of my Xbox One X" and just type in the search for the last month, you will see a ton of videos where people dump theirs. I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like they marketed the console resolution-wise. It was exactly what they said. It was not 100. No, I can't say exactly. It is a big enough resolution jump that I feel like if you want resolution, you should get the console. But I feel like it should be more than that. That's the problem that I'm noticing. Just playing games in 4K to me is not enough for $500. Like I said, that's an expensive console for 4K, almost 4K. It ain't even native 4K a lot of times. So they need to fix that. They need to fix that. But honestly, if you have a 4K TV and you're playing an Xbox One, you might as well treat yourself to an Xbox One X in that sense. Or if you never played Xbox and you get an Xbox One X, you're going to enjoy it. You're definitely going to be like happy with that experience if you're one of those two people. But anybody else in between, nah. No. Better res, better textures, better shadows. Yeah, that's true, but the thing, this is where it comes into me sounding like I'm bashing the console, right? That's fine that they gave us better resolution, shadows, and graphics. That's fine. But they gave us that for old games, man. And that's the problem. There's no games like, yeah, you can enjoy that, but you got to sit there and go and play games you beat already. If you're an enthusiast on Xbox, you beat all of the games that they put Xbox enhancements on. You know, now, there are subtle surprises. And I'll be honest with you. What blew my mind away, and I said this in the podcast, was when I saw Gears 3. When I saw Gears 3 and I saw Assassin's Creed the other day, I couldn't believe how Assassin's Creed, I'll put my 3, because I, believe it or not, I got like all the Assassin's Creed games. For some reason, I was always a fan of that series. I have the original Assassin's Creed 360 disc, not the classic version, not the repackaged. I got the original one when it came out years ago. I popped that in the Xbox One, and I was blown away. I was like, yo, they really remastered this game. I put in the PC version, and I put in the Xbox One X version. I'm going to do a comparison video just to show y'all. And I was shocked. I was like, yo, wow, this is how you know that they did their thing. So they have their moments. Don't get me wrong, but they just need more of those. Let me read what he said. Jimmy and Smooth, y'all should do a duo Xbox live stream. I don't know, man. Smooth. Destiny is new. Nah, yo, Destiny, the patch for Destiny just happened. I got Destiny in a plastic for the Xbox One X, by the way. I'm gonna put that in this weekend. Like I said, there's a lot of games I gotta try. I want to try Shadow of War. I want to try, I'm not gonna beat Shadow of War till next year though, because I beat it already. So I'm gonna play that on Xbox One X in January. But I want to try Shadow of War. I have that. I want to try, I'm gonna beat Battlefront 2 on Xbox this week, because I beat it on PC. But I beat it on Xbox this week. I think I could count both. I want to try that. I want to try, there's a couple of games I want to try, but I was blown away by Gears 3 particularly. I be low-key throwing shade at Smooth be low-key throwing shade at Jimmy. Of course, man. Of course, of course. No need to try anything. Just watch Digital Foundry propaganda. Yeah, but Digital, you know, I'm not 100% with Digital Foundry, man, because the way that they work their videos, and you know, shout out to them and everything, because they've been like a saving grace in the gaming community, especially particularly the Trump style arguments. But they do things funny to me, like low-key Digital Foundry. You can tell that they're swayed. You can see it in some of their stuff. Like, you could tell that if it's not a video where Microsoft is directly in contact with them, they shit all over the Microsoft videos. They do. But you can tell because they'll say things like, Microsoft brought us out to their offices and the game is great. And then they'll do a video like a month later and be like, oh, upon further analysis, we decided that this is shit. We expected more from Microsoft. I'm like, damn, you could tell. They got to the point where you could tell when they got paid or when somebody did something for them or gave them something. And that's kind of why I'm not feeling Digital Foundry, man, because they get swayed like any direction. Like even Nintendo. It's like Nintendo don't mess with them, so they like bash Nintendo every chance they get. But I noticed like with Microsoft, they'll have a video and they'll give you subtle hints. They'll be like, yeah, well, Microsoft flew us out to their offices and we had a chance to sit down, and upon analysis, this game is fucking the shit. And then they'll come back and be like, well, after patch 1.1.1.1, we've decided that this game is actually not shit. It's more than shit. It's crap. And I'm like, wait a minute, y'all. When y'all was with Microsoft, the game was fire. Now all of a sudden, y'all back home in y'all offices and the game is trash after an update. Make up your fucking mind over here. So they be doing some funny shit, in my opinion, man. He dropping bars. Gears 4 the shit, Halo 5 the shit. Come on, Forza the shit. Halo, Gears, and Forza. Come on, it's coming. It's coming. Smooth about to drop it on y'all. Shadow of War 2 the shit. Nah, I hear you, man, but you gotta understand something too, man. The problem with this, right, and I'm gonna be honest with you, man, the problem is you're talking about multiplats. Yes, multiplats are looking better on the Xbox One X, but the differences in the resolution is not enough to pay $500, like I said. And two, they still don't touch PC. You get what I'm saying? Because I tried Shadow of War on PlayStation. Disgusting experience. Very disgusting. PC, excellent experience. But the graphics are not that great on that game to begin with. Shadow of War does not have good graphics. Just to let you guys know. For some reason, Shadow of War compared to Shadow of Mordor, night and day. Night and day. They added HDR, but they took something back. It seems like the textures are not as detailed as Shadow of Mordor. I'm a huge Shadow fan. Shadow of Mordor is still way better than Shadow of War for some fucking reason. And the graphics to me in Shadow of War are not that good. And I believe Digital Foundry or one of those videos actually confirmed that the graphics are not that good. So that's just my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the Xbox One X is a cool experience. It's not a $500 experience that I could validate still to this moment. I'm not gonna sit here and lie about it. I'm not gonna hold nobody. The Xbox One X is a cool experience. It's not a $500 experience because remember, you better buy the hard drive. So you're looking at $600, man. You're looking at buying a hard drive and that console if you really want to get your hands wet, get your feet wet. You got to buy a hard drive with it. So it's not, to me, nah. It ain't worth $500. I'm going to keep mine because I enjoy it. But I definitely wouldn't go and tell my boys, yo, you need to upgrade to an X. Because a lot of them don't care about the shit that the X is offering anyway. Because all it's going to do is offer them better resolutions. A lot of my friends buy 4K TVs and shit. They don't care about that. They're not going to go and go, oh yeah, I see the extra pixel count on this guy's shoulder when he was running up the building. They're not going to see that shit. That's us on YouTube doing that. No, I actually didn't play Wolfenstein yet. That's another game I got to try. Not worth $500, even though a PC at 500 couldn't get y'all all of that. Actually, you know what? Let me tell you something about the PC argument. You guys got to stop bringing up PC, even though I bring up PC. Let me bring up PC because I'm explaining to you why you should not bring up PC. And I said this numerous times, and for some reason I see a lot of people saying what I said after. Now I'm not saying this to say I told you so, but I'm gonna say it again. The reason y'all shouldn't bring a PC is because we all look like assholes who brought an Xbox One X bringing a PC. I'll tell you why we look like assholes, including myself. You can't buy an Xbox One for $500 with a Connect that was trash to begin with. You can't buy an Xbox One S and an Xbox One X and say PC can't give you what $500 can, because we spent $1,300, Smooth. You can get a PC that was shit mud holes in an Xbox One X for $1,300. Remember, this is my third Xbox One, bro. I spent $500 for the first one, $300 for the second one. Well, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't spend $300, but I definitely went to the swipey boys for that. Next for the ass, I ain't gonna lie, I went to the swipey boys. But anyway, let's just say if you paid for it out of the store. You spent $500, $300, and another $500, Smooth. Now that's with tax. That's $550, $550. So let's say that's $11 plus another $350. You spent $1,300, man. Matter of fact, $1,450 you spent. You spent $1,450, bro. He said that's your ass fault. No, that ain't my ass fault. All of us who bought an Xbox One S graduated from some kind of other platform. You spent at least $1,000 if you got an Xbox One X, Smooth. You brought an Xbox One, or if you may have skipped the S and went for the X, because some smart people did that, you still spent $1,000, Smooth. You still spent the $550 plus the $550. You still spent $1,100, bro. You still spent it. You still spent it. You still spent it. No matter how you slice the pie, we already built a 4K gaming PC when we brought an Xbox One X. So we should not be bringing a PC at all, because at the end of the day, the money you spent on an Xbox One X, even though you're saying it's initially $500, unless you're the guy who never bought an Xbox, you already bought a 4K gaming PC when you bought an Xbox One X. There's no way to slice the pie on that. He said, let me dump the Xbox One X library and start over with the $1,500 PC. I feel you on that, but I did it. I went to PC full throttle, and I still play on my Xbox One X. I still play on my PC, and I still play on my PlayStation 4, and I still play on my Nintendo Switch. I mean, it's called being a gamer. Like, all that worrying. Like, yo, listen, that's the problem, too. We should not let Microsoft hold us prisoner, because that's where our ecosystem is at. He said, nigga, that is sarcasm. I know you being sarcastic, but you really not, because I'm in the same boat as you. I got, what? My main account got 65K as the score. That's not a big score, don't get me wrong, but it's enough that I don't want to lose it. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to just start all over. That would kill me. That took 8 years to get that on that account. Or 9 years, pardon me. And I understand that, but we're being held prisoner by that. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was like, fuck that. I went on PC and I fucking loved it. And I just, like, I'm not giving away PC for no PlayStation or no Xbox. I'm not giving it away for either one. So, I mean, you can say what you want about that, but I'm not doing it. He said no one is held prisoner. You said no one is held prisoner, but every time I look at you guys' excuse, the excuse for not going to PC is because you don't want to start over. And I'm sitting here like, yo, they even made it, even Microsoft low-key wants you to go to PC because they're letting you take your gamer score to PC. The Windows 10 store has your gamer store connected to it. You know that, right? If you buy a cross-platform game and you play it on PC, you get achievement points for your PlayStation. You get achievement points for your Xbox Live account, even on PC. When I was playing Cuphead, I was playing it on PC, and I was getting achievement points on Xbox. So, it's really no excuse, to be honest. But, like I said, man, PUBG, the reason I won't say dump console and go to PC, because I'm not going to go full throttle retard and say that, is because I personally still feel to this day that the PC community kind of sucks. And I don't mean that in a negative way, like, oh, those guys are all assholes. I mean it in a, they're kind of like geeky lames over there. Like, these dudes will argue with you over a keyboard when you can just plug in a headset. And that's why I'm not going to sit in there and be like, yo, babe, hold on 1 second. Let me get on this keyboard and tell this motherfucker what I think. Fuck you in your whole life. I'm not doing that. When I could just plug in a headset and curse you out and talk my little shit. I remember when I was playing Star Wars Battlefront on PC and I was trying to capture a flag. And I was over there by myself, tighter than a motherfucker. And when I looked and realized what was going on, these dudes was arguing in the fucking chat about where they wanted to go to capture the flag, and they were all typing. I'm like, oh, hell to the fucking no. And this is after they found a way to add headset support, because when the game first came out, you couldn't use a headset, which blew my mind. That's how much they don't even want you to not use the keyboard. And people were arguing in the, yo, I pressed enter, and the stream dropped down with all of the comments, and everybody was cursing me out. Everybody was fighting. I was up there capturing a flag by myself, and these motherfuckers are over there at flag A. I'm at flag C at the end of the map, like, yo, where everybody at? Looking around. These motherfuckers is in the keyboard section cursing me out. That's PC for you. So, nah, I'm not going to ever say, oh, leave console for PC. But PC is definitely the best option for that great gaming performance experience. Now, there are people on PC fronting too, because most people who game on PC at max settings, you never even seen 60 frames. So a lot of dudes be running around here popping shit. They don't even game in 60 frames. They game in what they could get. That's what that's called. That's called gaming in what you could get frames if you're maxing your games out. Because most games are set to max out and never see the max frame rate of 60. Most games are just set up that way. You gotta have like a superior PC for that. I spent a lot of bread for my PC to get that experience, and I would never recommend people do that. You don't need to do that unless you're gonna use it for something else. But anyway, man, it was good chatting with y'all, man. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get on this bridge. Shout out to everybody, man. Real quick, I gave y'all a quick troll story in the beginning, so if you didn't watch this video, if you came in late, you should watch the beginning. I talked about how somebody took my tablet and they were leaving comments on YouTubers, and that is how I met BG's channel, because somebody was leaving comments on BG's video. And I actually remember the video. I'll tell you which video it was, because he said he's going to re-upload it. It was the Dead Rising video. Somebody was arguing with him, and BG was actually arguing with the person back, which was funny. And that's how I found BG's channel. This guy was leaving comments like on random people's videos, and I was getting replies when I hooked up my new tablet. And you know how when you hook up a new account, you get notifications? So I was seeing notifications, and I'm like, who the hell is this? Like, I'm like, who the hell is Broken Games? I clicked on it, and it was BG's channel. Come to find out, BG lived literally a couple houses down from me. So that's a funny story about how I met BG. So that's in the beginning of the video. Y'all could go check that out. And I just want to say real quick, I do apologize because, like I said, this year I got into a lot of nonsense with a lot of petty shit. I was being petty, addressing a lot of petty stuff. That won't be happening going forward next year. So I just want to apologize to y'all who put up with that, who had to see me act like that, all right? Because, yeah, I was caught up in the petty shit for a little second, but I'm good now. I'm clear. My thoughts is clear. My mind is clear, right? So, like I said, man, according to what I'm understanding, shout out to Smooth in the podcast, man, trying to regulate. He said it's 7 in the morning, but he's regulating all negative Xbox talk. But it was good talking to him about that. PUBG, I hope they unlock the frame rate, like I said, but I don't think they will. Hopefully they do, man. Hopefully they do. That would be a nice thing, but I don't think they can in a game like that because it would cause dips. Because it is an open world game and there's a lot of effects and a lot of textures. And I don't think they could leave a frame rate unlocked in a game like that. That's my personal belief based off what I know on how things work. Okay, it's not no Digital Foundry analysis or nothing. I don't think they could leave the frame rate unlocked on a game that's open world like that. I think that's the reason they can't do it. Anyway, I'm out of here. Y'all be good. Peace to everybody. Y'all have a good day. Y'all be safe. Let me get out of here because now I'm late because I got to still go and cross that bridge and traffic is piling up. I stopped here because I got a good signal. Because as soon as I stopped here, the signal went from bad to good. So I saw that the last stream I did before this one, where it was dark, it was like real choppy. I don't really want to give y'all a stream that's choppy like that, because if you go to watch it back, it's torture to watch that back. So I'm trying to be more mindful when I upload videos for y'all, even though I know this is not like 4K. Peace out, guys. Peace and love. Seti, what's good, fam? All right. Thank you to everybody that came through. Peace.